And I think we've had this family before, the Loftmans.
Yes.
But this is a demand for non-payment of rent. Mr. Bush would always give me those judgment forms, and I knew how much was due. It made life easier.
Yeah, and I'll do that in the future. But
right,
this one was
fine.
a little, this one was a little tricky because we had to start over again. What ended up happening was that you entered a judgment and then more than 56 days expired and we didn't get a writ. So we decided to go through the process again. So the number is much larger. It's actually $10,872.92 going back to October of 2024.
All right. Well, I was hoping maybe some other customers would log in while we're talking here. And I could do the rights all at once. Mr. and Mrs. Loftman, first of all, could you turn your phone to the left? You're sideways.
I apologize for that, Your Honor.
Looked like you were sitting on the edge of the wall.
Sorry.
I probably told you that once a judgment enters, they have 56 days from the day it enters to ask for a writ of eviction, and then another 56 days before they actually serve the writ of eviction. And apparently they working with you didn't work out, and they didn't get the judgment. So we started at ground zero. And I'm going to find out who our next person is. I've got someone else that's logged in as iPhone. Who am I speaking with? Your microphone is on mute.
David Shiver.
All right.
And he's the next tenant, Your Honor.
Yes, I stalled around a little bit to see if I could get another tenant. There was a prosecutor in Kent County named Dave Shiver, who was a good guy. I believe he's passed away. All right, Mr. Shiver and Mr. and Mrs. Loftman, I'm going to tell you what your rights are as a tenant in a landlord-tenant proceeding. Both of these are filed as a demand for non-payment of rent. And as such, you have a right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you. The esteemed Meg Bauer is here from Legal Aid today, and she monitors our proceedings. We appreciate her being here. She may be available for a consultation. It's not clear whether you're eligible for her services, but she is here if we need to speak to her. You have a right to have the case heard here in St. Joseph County where the property is located. You have a right to demand a jury trial. If you wish to have a jury trial, you must tell me at this first court appearance or be prepared to make the demand in writing within 5 days of this date and pay a $50 jury demand fee unless the judge waives it for your inability to pay. If your landlord has asked you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent, you may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, local coordinated entry agency, housing assessment and resource agency, or federal help for homeless veterans program. Many of those agencies don't have much money. Ms. Corpening, I don't know if you got notice of these. They're having 2 roundtables. One is Tuesday in Three Rivers at 5:30 at the Presbyterian Church, and the other one is in Sturgis, and I don't remember the date, to bring landlords, funding agencies, others together. I'm going to try to go to the one Tuesday in Three Rivers and see what resources are out there. Mr. and Mrs. Lauman and Mr. Shiver, you should have gotten that information with judgment. You did not need a judge, or with summons, you did not need a judgment against you to get assistance, despite what DHS might tell you. A copy of the summons and complaint are sufficient. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through mediation. If both parties are interested, the court can help set that up. or you may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means the case will get dismissed by conditional order of dismissal. And if that happens, we can assist with that. So we did start this case a while ago and apparently haven't been able to pay any rent. So Mr. Weiner contends that the rent right now through September is $10,872.92. What's your response?
I completely understand that. My wife and I have decided that instead of trying to pay that off because I was having a lot of health issues, and again, I'm not trying to make any excuses, it was entirely our fault. I just asked that we be given a week or two to be able to get our stuff out, and then we can come to an agreement on payment arrangements at a later date, or however they want to do that,
All right.
instead of continuing to get further and further behind.
There is some logic in that. All right, the law says I have to adjourn this matter at least 7 days, which takes us to next Friday. Today is the 5th. Next Friday, I believe, is the 12th. And I would continue this until 8:45. Does that work for you, Mr. Weiner?
Well, it won't work for me, but I can get another attorney to.
All right, how about if we 10:30? Will that make it better?
Well, no, I have a medical procedure in the morning, so it'll be, I'll have to take off that day.
All right. Well, we'll continue it to 9/12 at 8:45. Then, Mr. or Mrs. Loftman, you get 10 more days from that day to move. So essentially, you're going to have until September 22nd to
Okay.
move if you're subject to being evicted.
Okay, we'll be moved out by then, Your Honor.
Now, if you move, you need to turn in the keys.
Yep.
And give your forwarding address to the landlord in writing within 4 days of your moving.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, stay in contact with Ms. Corpening. This is not going to be a money judgment. Well, they did ask for a money judgment, so we may have to try to determine that, figure out what the debt is, and then you guys can perhaps talk about some repayment plan or something, but all right, so you plan to move. We'll address this next Friday at 8:45 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Weiner, it would be helpful if I had a judgment.
Yes,
you'd send
I
us-
will send you a judgment. Can I email it to you?
Yes, that'd be fine.
What's your email address?
Address is on the notice.
Oh,
It's
perfect.
3B Civil at stjosephcounty.mi.gov.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there it is. It's on the notice. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Lauman, you're good to go. Good luck.
Okay,
Thank
thank you and
you.
have a great day, Your Honor.
Okay.
People have been telling me that all day. It's kind of been maybe a little average day. We have a lot to do today. All right, Mr. Shiver, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have the same rights as those tenants did. In this case, let's determine how much the arrearage is. What is just the rent portion at this point?
The rent portion is $5,690. And then there's the $207.92 in attorney fees for a total of $5,897.92.
All right, those are costs plus attorney fees, Mr. Shiver, so that adds up to 207. The attorney fee, they're allowed to charge a whopping $75. What's your position here?
Well, I just heard the last case, so I was gonna ask I plan on moving out. I'm just falling further and further behind. I can't make the payments right now, so I was gonna try and move out by the end of the month. I definitely can be moved out by the end of the month. I'm just moving to my mom's house temporarily so I can catch up on all these bills. I'm behind on more than just rent, so I need
All right,
to
well,
do
let's
something.
do the same thing. We'll continue this to 9/12/25 at 8:50.
8:50.
You get 10 more days from that day, which would be September the 22nd. And then it's incumbent upon you to give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving and turn in the keys. There is also a request for a money judgment here. We may discuss this. But you're right, at this point, you get so far behind, you can't dig out from the hole. The best thing to do is to vacate. And you guys are both working on that.
I do have money to pay toward it today. I just wanted to wait till after the meeting.
All right, yeah, don't pay anything today.
Okay.
Wait till we discuss it next week.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I
Your
will
Honor.
send you a judgment on Monday for that too, Judge.
Very good.
And then the third matter that we had scheduled, which was Jonel Stewart, he paid in full yesterday.
Oh, very good.
We do not need to have that hearing.
All right, when you send me those other two, will you send me a dismissal?
Yes.
All right, well, we conducted our business in 13 minutes, give or take. So thank you. We'll move on to our next couple of cases, and I'll be seeing a lot of you starting next Friday, or someone from your firm.
You got it, Your Honor, and have a great weekend.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Your
thank
Honor. Thank you, Stewart.
All right, you take care. And go
All
blue.
right.
See ya.
Well, okay. Talking to Mr. Duck, who's a big Notre Dame fan, so I'm not sure what he thinks about
Oh,
it.
boy.
I
Oh,
tolerate it.
all right. Very.
Go blue. All right, Mary Buzzard is here. This is Charles Carr versus Mary Buzzard. Mr. Robert Dutka is here on behalf of the plaintiff. Miss Buzzard gave us some background last week about what had happened and how her boyfriend died and he won't accept rent. She indicated that she was planning to move. Miss Buzzard, what's your position now?
Well, I still gotta get some stuff out of my house and I'm planning on vacating it. Oh my God, so much stuff to take out. And I'm so tired, but I'm planning on going.
All right, well, by the law, you get 10 days from today to move or you're subject to being evicted.
Yes, sir.
So that would be September 22nd.
I'll get on it.
All right. Now, they don't have to evict you on December 22nd,
Okay.
but the very next day they could. If you're got a moving van backed up to the house and you're moving, it wouldn't make much sense to go through an eviction, but if there's nothing going on. Now, partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction, but this isn't that kind of a case. It's just a termination. You may be liable for money damages if there's damage to the property. No money judgment is entered at this time. So if you vacate, you need to turn in your keys.
Yes, sir.
And give your forwarding address in writing.
Can I get any help?
To move.
No, for legal aid to help me.
Well, legal aid is here. I don't know that you have any defense. They're here to consult with you.
Okay.
But you indicated it's a termination of tenancy. You told me you were going to move, so we continue to. You can talk to legal aid. They're not at this point asking you for any money. They're simply asking that you vacate.
Okay.
I think there was some representation they wanted to sell it. Anyway, Ms. Bauer is certainly here and can talk with you, but if you wish to speak to her.
Okay.
Do you wish to do that?
Should I do it afterwards? I'll talk to the legal aid girl.
Yeah, maybe you can get help and make it move.
Well, I talked to her afterwards, after the court thing in here. Yeah, yeah.
All right, you can contact her at the number on the pleadings.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm not sure whether there's a defense there, but I think she was looking for like financial help or something, but
Maybe
that's certainly
helping moving.
Meg does that. She has a SUV. She can come help move some stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
This is out in Flower Field there. All right, Mr. Dutka, I've signed your
Okay.
judgment. No money judgment is entered.
Nope.
Plaintiff has a right to recover the property. So many people, like the people we just did, those people haven't paid rent in a year. And they tried to work with them and their time lapsed, and finally it's just time to move, but their likelihood of recovering the $11,000 or $12,000 of rent is not very good.
Right, I agree. Thank you, Your
All right.
Honor.
All right, thank you. I'll see you next time.
You bet.